Welcome to Comcast Local Edition. I'm Donna Richardson, and my guest this hour is Councilmember Valerie Ervin, representing District 5. Welcome. It's so good to have you back.
Thank you very much.
Now I have a question for you, for those of us that may not know the area of District 5. What does it encompass?
It encompasses Tacoma Park, Silver Spring, Wheaton, and Kensington. It's a very populous district. If you look at a map, it's where most of the voters are.
Exactly, a very, very dense residential area.
Absolutely.
Now, I know there's a lot of different issues on the table, but let's start with the budget. I know it recently passed. How do you feel that the budget turned out this year?
Well, because of the very difficult economic climate that we are dealing with, not just here in Montgomery County, but across the country, we think we ended up in a really good place with our budget. We were able to fund schools and transportation and public safety and safety net for people who really rely on the government, people who need access to health care services and other health and human services. We think we did what government is supposed to do, and that is to take care of the people.
Which is, you know, especially our expectations, but like you said, in this economic times, it's really very tough. So to be able to come and encompass all of that, we do thank you very much.
Well, I appreciate being able to serve, but you know, government really is about people, and I think what people tend to forget when they look at a budget, it's that the percentage of the budget that goes for people is what makes the government run. So someone is in a police car patrolling your neighborhood, someone gets in a truck, a fire truck, and takes that call when someone's house is burning, someone has to pay that teacher who's in front of the classroom. And so all of these are very important, and I think people sometimes forget that government is run by people for people.
Exactly. And so you mentioned public safety, you know, and that is always something, one of the topics that's higher on our list of priorities. And how did public safety fare, or how does it also affect what's going on in District 5?
Well, in District 5, one of the things I found out since I've been on the council is how important public safety is, neighborhood safety, personal safety. And we've seen just a small spike in some kinds of crime. Many of those crimes have to do with breaking and entering, and you know, small thefts. You know, when you leave something in your car and someone sees it, they're going to break your window and take it out. But it's so important in Montgomery County because we live in a very safe environment, which is what makes Montgomery County so appealing to people who can live anywhere in the region they want, and they choose Montgomery County because we have such a low crime rate. But in order to maintain that, we have to make sure that the budget takes care of new police recruit classes, and that we are very responsive to the needs of the people that we represent. And in my district, it's a big deal. There's a little uptick in the kinds of crime that have to do with gangs. And so we are paying very close attention to that, and I have something on the horizon that I'm going to be proposing, which has to do with truancy laws and how many young people are chronically not in school, and what happens to them during the day can have something to do with some of the kinds of crime that we're seeing in my community.
And yeah, there probably is very much a correlation between the fact that they're no longer being supervised within the school.
Absolutely.
So the idle hands.
Idle hands. And people really want to see us take on crime in maybe a different way. And so I have this proposal that I'm going to come out with very soon about how the school system can work with the criminal justice system to make sure those kids stay in school, because we'd rather them be in school than to pay for them in the criminal justice system, which is very expensive.
Exactly.
At the end of the day, we need to do a better job in making sure our kids are in school.
Well, Councilwoman, thank you so much for joining us today. I really appreciate your time.
Thank you very much.
My guest has been Councilmember Valerie Ervin, representing District 5. And if you're interested in what Comcast is doing in your area, go to On Demand and click Get Local. For Comcast Local Edition, I'm Donna Richardson.